pi cycle top. We're gonna look at what's going on with Bitcoin price. We're gonna look at the pi cycle top. We're gonna check what's the prediction for in the next year for the Bitcoin top, right? So we're gonna look so many other things about the price for today. We're gonna go full speculative today on this video. So I hope you stay for the long haul, yeah, and then we, yeah, I hope you find value. So first, let's look at the Bitcoin cycle repeat chart. So this basically what it does, just simply take the return from the last cycle and then just duplicate it. So you just copy that and then just put it on the trend, just paste it on that trend. So let's say, for example, since 2020, see, Bitcoin was all the way to 69,000, right? Um, 69,000 2021, and then go all the way down to 16,000, right? So uh, what it does, it's just basically taking the chart and then duplicating it, right? So, and so what you see is this is basically the top here was 2024, right? 2024 year, and then that's, you know, Bitcoin has been in a rally, in a bull run since, let's look at, yes, that was since 2023, since January 2023, right? So when, if you look very close, you're gonna see Bitcoin prices going up since then. Even though, right, we've been here for 8 to 9 months now, close to 10 months now in this, you know, sideways movement, right? But over the, if you look in the bigger picture, you see this massive bull run we've been to, and then this is when things, you know, the there's a shift happen, right? This is when they copy from the past, right, return, born return, and then they just copy the same, just put it on there. And if you see, look here, this is October 11, October 11, October 12, right? So 11, yeah, 12, October 12, right? Let's say around October, right? So that's when you paste it here and you look at the return. So, and the return, amazingly, you see, that's when that's the moment things start to shift, right? The the massive run up starts, right? Again, that's not necessarily saying that's going to happen, but that's the phenomenon where, you know, if you copy, right, exactly the same from the past, this is what you get. Again, you never know, right? Bitcoin never does the same thing, even though it looks similar, but they're never really the same. They always, each cycle is always different than the other one. So, and then you're gonna have a top. The top is around 280,000, right? So I would say maybe if you don't wanna perfectly timing the top, maybe 250, 240, right? 240,000. And then if you for a double top, the first bottom would be 139, and then another top would be 181. So then would crash all the way to 78,000, or maybe around the price we are right now, and 68, 78,000. So you would have a bear market crash, right? So again, not necessarily like the bull run happens, and it's when the all the FOMO get in, right? All the FOMO picks in, all everybody want to get in. They want to be like, they want those return, right? those are the people who haven't been here the long time, right? So they just came in and they want the return, and they want us, just they don't want to really understand it. They don't know what it is. They just want return, right? They heard like I mean, Bitcoin went from 16,000 to all the way 62,000, right? That's more than 4x, right? So it's more than 4x. So and then so this 4x, and then now you're gonna have, if you go all the way, right? If you go all the way to 200, I mean, if you go all the way to 258,000. So let's do the math here. So you go to 258, you divide it by 16. So it's pretty clear. You do a 16x, right? 16x. When you get to 10x, let's say you get to 10x, right? You want 160,000, right? When you get to 160,000, at somewhere here, right? Of course, you're gonna have people FOMO in to push it all the way to what, to 280, right? So that's when the FOMO happen, and then the pain start to come in, because most of those people don't really understand Bitcoin. They don't get the, finality, the cap supply. They don't get those things, right? They're just buying to make money. And then when a bad news come in, that's when you have some crash, and then crash happen and everything goes down, and we go again in a bear market. But if you look, the trend, the blue line, always going up. That's a blue line I'm tracking. It's like this all bull run is distraction, in my opinion. You see, so the blue line is the power law. In other words, the trend, right? So we say people call it the power law. It doesn't matter. It's the angle in which Bitcoin is going up. It's the upside angle. So regardless, if we have a massive bull run, always comes down to this. The only thing, if you're planning on selling, let's say you're waiting for when the price explode higher, you want to sell some, and then you sell some, you take some money, you take some. I mean, I would say you take some fiat cash out of on the side, and then you wait when it comes down. Again, that's another speculation. That's really up to the investor who wanna or deceiver or whatever they want to do with our money. But that's also pretty risky. You never know what can happen. Maybe Bitcoin go even higher than this, right? That's just models of um, just models. It's not really telling you the truth of what's going to happen. It's giving, just predicting the past, right? Which is silly to say, but it's really what it is. So for fun, we look at those things, and yeah, so usually Bitcoin do 10 to 20x, right, from the bottom, right? So if it has to do another 16x in this bull run, it wouldn't be that crazy. And but at the same time, but the price would still crash in 2026, right? Because after the bull run, you would have a crash, right? If you subscribe to the bull run, to the Bowen theory, right? So you're gonna have a crash. You're gonna go almost down to the same level we are right now in 2 years, right? And then you start again, yeah. You start again to, and then you would be at this Bowen price, right? The top. You would be on the top at basically about you would be the real top would be all the way in 2028, right? So 2026, 2027 would be very painful, right? Very painful. 2026 would be very painful, right? And then 2027, that's when things start to move up, right? And then things start to move up again, and then you would be in the real price, right? You would get the real price at and the real top at in somewhere 2028, right? So the real 300,000 would be 2028. This would be a fake top, right? That would be a fake top, and then the real top would be this. Just like in 2021, right? 2020, 2021, this was the fake top, right? This the 69,000, that was a fake top, right? Now the most sustainable top is today, right? Because today you have a more sustainable price, right? This was massive speculation, right, of people pouring in, right? But the real correction happened. Now you have the real price, right? That's why you see the price goes up and down since like for 9 to 10 months, sideways, right? Because there's not enough pressure, buying, selling pressure to push the price down. It's not a speculation; it's a real value, right? So I would argue, still Bitcoin is undervalued, but like compared to 2020, 2021, right? It's really different, right? So the price doesn't crash 50, like 20%, and on the bad news just because like US gonna sell it, or or Germany selling it. Yes, it crash, do some crash, and then recover, crash, recover, crash, recover, right? So that's what I would expect in 2028. Right? So you have the real 300,000, you have the real 300,000 top, and then crash, recover until you have another speculative top again, right? So before we end this video, we're gonna look at other prices. Like one of the things that I like, chart I like, is the Bitcoin price prediction forecast. It also show you the income stock, the stock to income. So you have this. I like the stock to income because it's basically it's more clearer. Yeah. If you look at this chart. Right. So it's saying stock to income. Um, I think this is more correlated to miners, right? They have income, they have revenue, they have expenses. So they don't want to sell the Bitcoin at a certain price. They want to make sure that they make profit. And yes, so you have this massive projected the USD price by 2025, let's say June to October, you would have maybe somewhere about 280,000, right? So almost basically almost the same as the chart we previously looked at. And the extreme top would be at 500,000, 559, and then you would be another bull run again in 2028, right, at 200,000, and it would go all the way to a million. So that would be in 2029, 2030, right? 2029, 2030. That's where most people are expecting that that massive $1 million price. So and then we don't want to forget to look at the price cycle. The price cycle top, we have this the price out here. This is the purple line. The purple line, usually when the price goes all the way up, touching the purple line, to come down, to touch it, that's when the top, that's when you reach the top. But yeah, never touched it. So over here, it's still waiting for that massive top to happen. It's just like in 2019, I think, right? We almost like in the scenario in 2019, right? So really try to touch it, then touch it, and comes down, and then really, then you're gonna have this, weight trend down, and it really goes up, and then really touch it up there, in a factor of 10, 20x or something like that. So, what else? The last chart we made a multiple. The Mayer multiple here is like, as you can see, the average Mayer multiple is at 0. No, right now it's at 0.99. The average is 1.33. So that shows it's very undervalued, right? So we're undervalued by about 30. about 30 basis point. All right, so yeah, so it just still have quite a bit to go up, right? So if you go above the green line, the green line over here, that's where you have like this massive speculative top. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. This was PyCover. If you like, subscribe for the next video. This was fun to do, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much. I'll see you again.